Hurricane hunters must be ready to take flight with very short notice during hurricane season. As NBC 15's Kelly Foster reports, they are preparing planes and themselves for what could be an above-average season.
Making my yearly visit to Biloxi, catching up with the hurricane hunters, I met a 20-year navigator on board from Spanish Fort who loves weather as much as he loves flying.
There's never a day that is the same. It's always different. Every storm is different. Every season is different. It's always different. It's always dynamic. For the last 8 years, Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Mitchell's job entails working the radar in flight, guiding the crew in and out of the eye wall without causing any significant damage to the aircraft. Yeah, essentially you're looking for the weaker rain bands. Depending on where that storm is in its cycle, it could be having mesocyclones, which is tornadoes inside the eye wall. You're looking for hail, any kind of deep convection. So anything like that we want to try to avoid if we can.
Mitchell says punching through the eye wall depends on the storm.
I have seen storms that were Cat 5s that were smooth. I have seen tropical storms that would make me want to second guess my job. So it just depends on the day and the storm. Once
through the eye wall, it's then the job of the onboard meteorologist to get the aircraft to the center of the storm to release drop zones from the plane into the water.
So the sonde is going to give you your instrument readings like temperature, pressure. It's tracking wind data because it's using GPS to track that data, relative humidity, all the stuff that feeds into the models to get an idea of what the storm is doing and how it's reacting to the environment. That information goes real time to the National Hurricane Center and they pump it directly into the models.
The hurricane hunters tell us this year the drop zones will be a little bit smaller. They'll drop about 15 to 30 per storm out of this drop zone tube, out of the plane and into the water. And the number of drop zones will depend on the size of the storm. That information appears in the next model run, providing an accurate picture of where the storm is going. But each flight is definitely not that cut and dry.
We flew through Milton when it was 898 millibars, and it was like driving off a cliff going to the barometric center because it was such a low pressure, and the eye wall was only 2 miles wide. So there was no correction. You were in and out real quick. And it was weird to see all the birds trapped in it, because it's just such a powerful storm.
This year's season is predicted to be above average, and the crew is ready.
So we are prepared to do 3 separate storms in a day. So we are actually, we have enough aircraft people that we can fly storms out of Hawaii, St. Croix, and Keesler all at the same time.
With hurricane season here, crew chiefs are checking out the aircraft.
First thing we do, we come out, walk around, make sure there's no damage to the aircraft. We then open up the aircraft, we'll drop flaps, we'll check the fuel quantity, we'll make sure oxygen, so if anything happened they have oxygen regulators accessible. We make sure all the vitals, fluids are all topped off for them.
With most flights lasting around 12 hours, the crew must be prepared and ready. They are resting now.
For us, the season is always busy. We just don't know where it's going to be busy. So it could be the Gulf, it could be the Atlantic, we just don't know. So we're always just bags packed, ready to roll at a moment's notice.
I'm meteorologist Kelly Foster.
The official start of hurricane season is June 1st. As agencies ramp up preparations, you should make sure you're prepared as well.
If you're not planning for hurricane season, you're driving without a seatbelt. In the old days, you would have had a battery-powered radio, a battery-powered TV, and even though a lot of people may not know this, you can get a digital portable battery-powered TV, so that when you do get that hurricane or you lose power for any other reason, you can still watch TV on a portable digital TV. So I would recommend investing in that. Some people say, oh, I'll just watch it on my cell phone. If you lose your cell signal, you're not watching anything. If you lose your internet, you're not watching anything. If your cell phone dies, the battery runs out, you're not watching anything. So to that end, now you've got to get a solar-powered backup, solar panels, or a portable solar charging device for your devices, canned foods, flashlights other than your cell phone, because you don't want to wear out that battery just to use a flashlight when you can have a portable flashlight that stands alone. So tons of tips of things you can do. And again, a lot of it comes down to talking to people who have gone through it in the past and giving you their experience.
And be sure to catch our NBC 15 Hurricane Special to help you prepare in case disaster hits. Tune in next Saturday, June 7th at 6 p.m.